One question that I'd like to ask Alderman Fioretti. I believe that public education has been the greatest equalizer known to humankind in this country. Not aberrations of public education, but public education. I also believe that every child should have access to the best possible, most optimal opportunity to learn, to grow, and develop, and become whatever it is that their person makes. I think we have failed public education, and because we have failed, we've come up with all kinds of supposedly alternatives. I believe this rash of school closings that we are experiencing around the country have to do with more than just what we call reading, writing, and arithmetic, or more than just the subject matters and the opportunities. I think that they will dismantle public education as we know it. Let me ask if you have any opinion in relationship to the comments that I just made.
How about if I just say I agree? I'm looking at the charter school movement, and I'll give you one example on Calhoun North. A charter school was opened across the street from there. They have outgrown their facilities in the Maryland building there. It's on the 2700 block of West Jackson. The Calhoun North, where I put in a lot of resources structurally in and around it, and a lot of infrastructure there, the charter school movement has taken students away from there, and on the other one further, another charter school at Western and Congress has taken students away. What CPS overlooked in that specific instance was that we are building for where Rockwell is, additional 76 new units will be built in 18 months there, which will be housing and then also supplement the school there. By going to the other area where they are planning, I think the walk and what we see in terms of what you were asking is that it's taken away and putting it into private hands. But I also see in my instance, and both of you know, that as the current second ward, without talking about the future second ward, has 40 public schools. I have more schools than any other ward. I can see how resources are allocated. I've always been concerned about trying to get more resources to the west side schools. An example too, South Loop, a few blocks away from here, a parents' night can generate $100,000. King Elementary at Western, right past Western on Campbell and Lexington. Same parent night can do $3,000 to $5,000 at best. You know, and then I just heard about, I sat next to somebody on a board. She was at a Shy Arts, which was at Pershing West recently, and then they moved that around. It's one of these schools that has been moved around repeatedly. They had a fundraiser at the Museum of Contemporary Art, with the mayor there. I can only envision how much money they raised for that school. I would like to know. CBS has, despite the fact that we have requested, and the team that's here is a new team, but we have repeatedly asked for additional resources over and over and over again. And what I am really offended by on one of the other schools that is closing, that the receiving school, that all the children will receive iPads. Well, our kids should have it across the board in the city. When we talk about libraries, when we talk about access, CPS has long ignored our concerns, and going right to the point of what you were saying with those two words, I agree.